happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. You guys can probably already tell that it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely going to want to check this one out, as things just got serious. If they weren't already, guys, I'm just going to come out and say it. There is absolutely no way, zero chance that corrupt New York Attorney General Letitia James gets off the hook after we just found even more evidence pointing towards her mortgage fraud crimes in this one, guys. I'm excited to get into it, so we're not straight into it. All I ask that you guys please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, let's get straight into it, folks. Check this one out. All right, so we've got our lead man, the front runner in this one, Sam E. Antar. Can't forget he's the one who spearheaded this whole investigation as the independent fraud investigator he is, coming out dropping yet another bombshell on the corruption of Letitia James, saying the New York Attorney General Letitia James is now boxed in by her own attorney's letter to the DOJ amid federal investigation. Says that her attorney Abby Lowell's letter to the DOJ has now created documentary evidence that leaves James with no legally safe position. You heard it here first, guys. No legally safe position. She's trapped. She's done. Okay, so here's the trap that she's apparently caught in. Dates back 2 years, August 17th, saying that James swore under oath that she was going to declare that she intended to occupy the Virginia property as her principal residence in order to secure a $219,000 Virginia mortgage. Okay. And then fast forward 2 years to April 24th of this year, just a few months ago, Letitia James' attorney Lowell wrote to Attorney General Pam Bondi explicitly stating that James was a non-occupying co-borrower with no intent to occupy this same property. Oh my goodness, but it doesn't stop there. It gets even worse. Says fast forward to May, just a few days ago, May 13th, saying despite the boxes being checked by her lawyer's admission, James files financial disclosures every single year, and on this disclosure she completely omitted the property, like just didn't list it at all. So Letitia James has clearly got herself in a bind on this one. Says that her attorney Lowell's letter to the DOJ creates an inescapable legal bind. Of course it does, because now she's in the trap of, if Lowell's letter is true, James committed mortgage fraud by falsely declaring intent to live there. And if James' mortgage declaration was true, on the other hand, she's now violating disclosure laws by concealing a co-owned property. She has lost her mind. Letitia James committing the crimes that she falsely came after Donald Trump for. And now she's saying that the accusations, the allegations are all baseless. It's all right here in black and white. We're seeing this continue. Everything's not adding up. You just look at the fine print of it all. Says Letitia James' attorney's words to the DOJ have created documentary evidence that directly contradicts her mortgage application, leaving her with no legally safe position regarding the Sterling Street property. It says that if found guilty, penalty she could face up to 20 years in prison. Oh my goodness gracious. We got a little meme here. Okay. Investigate mortgage fraud without reporting mine. Yes, this is exactly what Letitia James did. Well, let's take things a step further. Let's get into this document here, this article. Okay, so we got this article here from White Collar Fraud that's now laying out property one, which is the 604 Sterling Street, as the hidden home. Letitia James completely omitting this from her financial disclosures that she has to file annually as an attorney general in the state of New York. Left it off. Did not even list it. Says James swore this Virginia property would be her principal residence to secure a favorable mortgage, and a potential felony if false, then concealed its very existence from her financial disclosure. Wow. Wow. But it doesn't stop there, guys. They go further, saying that this $240,000 property co-owned with her niece Shamise Thompson as joint tenancy with right of survivorship was specifically underwritten based on her sworn residency declaration that this was owner occupancy classification, typically providing more favorable terms, including potential lower interest rates and reduced documentation requirements. It says that the loan required both borrowers to establish residency within 60 days and maintain it for at least 1 year. And we all know that's impossible. Letitia James couldn't have done this because at the same time, it says 6 weeks after signing this, James was in Manhattan launching her federal case against Donald Trump. So she never could have moved to New York or moved to Virginia because she was in New York going after Donald Trump, politically prosecuting him virtually over the same thing that she was actually guilty of. Letitia James is caught in a trap. It says she never had moved to Virginia, and her 2023 and 2024 disclosures contain no mention of the property or mortgage. So she didn't do this once, but she did this twice, leaving the property off completely. I'm not going to say this is bad, but this definitely looks bad, especially being that she was coming after Donald Trump for the same exact thing while actually committing the crime. Donald Trump was an innocent man, and the appellate division will definitely prove that. But wait, there's more. I feel like there's always more. It's the very tip of the iceberg with Letitia James. I'm telling you guys, once you open that Pandora's box of your wrongdoings, your crimes, it never stops coming out. They're airing out all her dirty laundry. And I'm telling you, this is just the beginning. If she did this and she was bold enough to be reporting this on her financial disclosures, guess what? There is even more. There's always more. And we reads on, and it says there's another property. This one's on Perone. Is that Perone Avenue? They're calling this one the Phantom Mortgages. And the Phantom Mortgages, basically, she reported 2 mortgages that don't exist and completely concealed the actual $109,000 OVM financial mortgage she used to purchase property for $137,000 in August of 2020. So Letitia James reports 2 random properties, 2 mortgages that don't exist, and completely conceals her mortgages. Okay, if I'm just reading this as a normal everyday citizen, I'm a civilian of this, and if I had done this, I reported 2 phantom properties, guess what? I'm going straight to jail. There's no passing go, there's no collecting 200, straight to jail. So I don't understand why this is up for debate with this whole New York Attorney General Letitia James. She thinks because she's the highest prosecutor in the state of New York that she can't be prosecutor herself, apparently. I think that's going to change very soon. I don't know, you guys got to let me know. But it reads on to say in her 2023-2024 disclosure, James claimed 2 mortgages for her first Norfolk property at 3121 Perone Avenue. And these mortgages, the Freedom Mortgage and the National Mortgage, but according to property records, neither. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. It's hard to contain yourself. It says neither mortgage even exists. Neither one of them. She reported 2 fake mortgages. I'm telling you right now, if that were you or I, there would be no question about it. They're sending us directly to jail every single time. It reads on to say a title search in early 2025 confirmed that the OVM mortgage or OVM Financials holds the only record or recorded mortgage on this property, a $109,000 loan that has never appeared in her financial disclosures from 2020 through 2024. The pattern is revealing in her 2020 disclosure that James reported rental income of $1,000 through $5,000 from this property. Rental income for 1 year was. I'm excited to see this because when you start looking into, you hear this that she was renting these properties out as well while committing this mortgage fraud. You definitely notice she was evading taxation on these properties as well. I mean, just look at her tax statements, her documents. We have to go through this with a fine-tooth comb because there is definitely more to come out. I'm telling you right now. Just look at the pattern. It's all right there. Letitia James can't stop being a fraudster. It says this income completely disappears from her 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024 disclosure despite her continued ownership. As rental income vanished, phantom mortgages appear. And if this was anyone else, I would not be, if this was a everyday citizen or businessman and, they committed a few mistakes and they're like, okay, maybe they slipped up or they forgot a few things. But since this is who we're talking about right now, that New York Attorney General Letitia James and her known corruption, coming after Donald Trump for the same exact thing, saying, hey, you can't make small mistakes on your reports. Your financial disclosures have to be A1 day one. They have to be green checked and certified, is the way that she looks at it. She prosecuted Donald Trump for this. So guess what? I'm not showing her any sympathy, any pity, or, you can't let her have one on this one. You gotta literally hold her accountable because of the way she came after Donald Trump. This is no simple clerical error. Her full defense is falling apart right before our eyes. And I just want to take a look at what Letitia James said. We're going to end it there. What Letitia James said when this all first broke, even knowing that she was guilty as could be.
What is going on here? Did anybody contact you before this letter went out accusing you of this, that, and the other and making a criminal referral about real estate transactions?
No, not at all. And let me just say to all New Yorkers and to all Americans, the allegations are baseless. The allegations are nothing more than a revenge tour. And as you mentioned, my office was successful in securing a $454 million judgment against Donald Trump and others for exaggerating the value of his assets. He engaged in a pattern and practice of fraud. And the interest is accruing each and every day while the case is on appeal in the First Department. It's important that individuals know that this is nothing more than the continuation of the tour. He went after law firms, universities, immigrants, women. Thousands of federal employees right now are unemployed. Our government is in chaos and in disarray. Medicaid, Social Security, CFPB, and the list goes on and on and on. And as you know, as you mentioned, each and every day, my office is leading the fight against these executive orders, which have no legal import at all, have no legal significance. And we are standing up for the rights and privileges of New Yorkers and Americans. I will not be silenced. I will not be bullied. I will not bend. I will not break. And I will not bow to anyone. No one is above the law, including the President of these United States.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Oh my goodness. You can see from that clip there, Letitia James off impact was completely shaken, rattled by the allegations. She knew she was guilty as could be, but yet she still had to stand strong on her word, saying that no one's above the law. Well, guess what? That's coming back to bite you quicker than what you thought. You can continue to call this whole thing baseless, but I'm sure any judge is not going to accept that and just toss the case out. Or maybe in Letitia James' eyes, she thinks that's what's really going to happen because she's that far out in La La Land, guys. But definitely hop in that comment section. Comments are open. I'm excited to hear what you guys are thinking about this one. Also, make sure you guys please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next week.